Hello everyone, welcome to my session on data sufficiency. ఇప్పటి వరకు ఏంటంటే మనం సబ్జెక్ట్ అంతా డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు మనం చేయాల్సింది వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ ఇన్ ఎవ్రీ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్, దట్ ఈస్ ద డేటా సఫిషియన్సీ. The main difference between data sufficiency and ordinary questions are, in the ordinary questions we need to solve the question, but what about the data sufficiency? No need to solve the question. But if you want to get an answer from any question, whether the given data is sufficient to solve that question or not, we need to identify that one only. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మన క్వశ్చన్ ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ఉండేటప్పుడు దాన్ని సాల్వ్ చేసి దాని ఆన్సర్ ఏంటో ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తాం. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా ఒక క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చేయాలి అంటే ఆ క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఇచ్చిన డేటా సరిపోతుందా లేదా. మన రీజనింగ్లో ఒక 5 డిఫరెంట్ ఆప్షన్స్ చూసాం. ఏంటది? కాంట్ బి డిటర్మిన్ అని, కాంట్ సే అని, డేటా ఈజ్ ఇన్సఫిషియంట్ అని, డేటా ఈజ్ నాట్ సఫిషియంట్ అని, డేటా ఈజ్ ఇన్అడిక్వేట్ అని. ఇక డేటా సఫిషియన్సీ అంటే ఆ పార్ట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో దాని మీద బేస్ చేసుకుని క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటాయి. అంటే ఏదైనా ఒక క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చేయాలి అంటే, సపోజ్ ఏదైనా క్వశ్చన్కి మీకు ఆన్సర్ రావాలి అంటే మీకు ఇచ్చిన డేటా సరిపోతుందా లేదా, అది మనకు కావాలి. వెదర్ ఎస్ ఆర్ నో అంటే ఇచ్చిన డేటాతో మనం ఆన్సర్ సాల్వ్ చేయగలము, ఎస్. ఇచ్చిన డేటాతో ఆన్సర్ మనం సాల్వ్ చేయలేము, ఎస్. అది మాత్రమే మనకు కావాలి. బట్ దిస్ ఈజ్ వెరీ వెరీ డేంజరస్ పార్ట్, వెరీ డేంజరస్ క్వశ్చన్. మీకు ఏ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఎస్పెషలీ నౌడేస్ 5 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటున్నాయి. 5 క్వశ్చన్స్లో ఇక్కడ మీకు టూ క్వశ్చన్స్ చాలా ఈజీగా ఉంటాయి, బట్ రిమైనింగ్ 3 క్వశ్చన్స్ అంటే టోటల్లీ కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్గా ఉంటాయి. మన ఈ డేటా సఫిషియన్సీకి చాలా మంది చేసే మిస్టేక్ ఏంటంటే, మన క్వశ్చన్ చూడగానే ఆన్సర్కి వెళ్ళిపోతాం. అంటే అది ఇచ్చిన డేటాలోకి వెళ్ళిపోయి ఆ డేటా సరిపోతుందా లేదా చెక్ చేస్తాం. కానీ మనకి అంతకంటే ఇంకొక పెర్ఫెక్ట్ ప్యాటర్న్ ఏంటంటే, క్వశ్చన్ చదవగానే మనం సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి దానికి కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఏంటి అనేది మనం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి. ఏదైనా క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చదవగానే దానికి కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఏంటి. మనకి రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఒకసారి మనకు తెలిసాయి అంటే అప్పుడు ఆ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ని ఇచ్చిన డేటా సాటిస్ఫై చేస్తుందా లేదా మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేయడం ఈజీ అవుతుంది. ఒకవేళ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ తెలియకుండా డైరెక్ట్గా మీరు ఆప్షన్స్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయారనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే లిటిల్ బిట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అనమాట. ఓకే, మీకు ప్రతి వీడియోలో చెప్తాను, మీరు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ కరెక్ట్ చేస్తే మీకు వచ్చే మార్క్ 1 మార్క్, ఒక క్వశ్చన్ రాంగ్ చేస్తే మీకు పోయే మార్క్ 1.25 మార్క్స్. ఎందుకు 1.25 మార్క్స్? మనం మిస్టేక్ చేయకపోతే వచ్చే మార్క్, మిస్టేక్ చేయడం వల్ల అది పోయినట్టే. నెక్స్ట్ దానికి పెనాల్టీగా మనకు ఆల్రెడీ సాల్వ్ చేసిన దాంట్లో మళ్ళీ 1/4 మార్క్ మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. సో అది మాత్రం మైండ్లో పెట్టుకోండి. ఒకటి, మనం కరెక్ట్ చేస్తే మనకు వచ్చే 1 మార్క్, రాంగ్ చేస్తే మనకు రావాల్సిన మార్క్తో సహా 0.25 మార్క్ పోద్ది. అంటే మనం కానీ రాంగ్ చేస్తే 1.25 మార్క్ రాంగ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? 1.25 మార్క్ మైనస్ అవుతుంది. ఎస్పెషలీ డేటా సఫిషియన్సీలో మాత్రం చాలా కేర్ఫుల్గా ఉండాలి. ఓకే, అసలు డేటా సఫిషియన్సీ ఆప్షన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయనేది ఇది ఇంపార్టెంట్, రైట్. ఇక చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, ఈచ్ క్వశ్చన్ గివెన్ బిలో హ్యాస్ ఏ ప్రాబ్లం, whatever question or problem or question whatever it is, and 2 statements, number 1 and number 2. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, పీఓస్ క్లరికల్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ వరకు, పీఓస్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ వరకు 2 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి. అదే మెయిన్స్కి వచ్చేటప్పటికి 3 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి. అదే ఎస్బీఐ పీఓస్ అనుకోండి 4 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ కూడా ఉండొచ్చు. ఓకేనా? బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మనం అన్ని కూడా క్లరికల్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ ఫోకస్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి అంతవరకు మనం వెళ్ళక్కర్లేదు. ఓకే, now statements number 1 and 2 given in a certain information, you must decide if the information given in the statements is sufficient for the answering the problem. Indicate your answer as. అంటే ఆ క్వశ్చన్కి ఇచ్చిన డేటా సఫిషియంట్ అవుతుందా లేదా అని. కానీ దానికి 5 ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏంటంటున్నాడు, if the data is in statement 1 alone are sufficient, then answer the question. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏంటంటే ఓన్లీ ఫస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్తోనే మన డేటా సరిపోయింది అనుకోండి, అంటే సెకండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ అసలు డిపెండ్ అవ్వట్లే, ఓన్లీ ఫస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్తోనే మనం ఆన్సర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయగలం. సపోజ్ సెకండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ కానీ చూసారంటే సెకండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్తో మనం ఆన్సర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయలేం. ఓకే, అంటే మనం ఏంటంటే మనకేంటి ఫస్ట్ది ఏంటంటే ఓన్లీ ఫస్ట్ వన్ మాత్రమే సాటిస్ఫై, సెకండ్ వన్ సాటిస్ఫై కాకపోతే, ఫస్ట్ వన్ మాత్రమే సాటిస్ఫై అయి సెకండ్ వన్ కాకపోతే, దెన్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఆన్సర్? ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ ఏ. ఓకే, స్టేట్మెంట్ వన్ మనం ఏంటంటే మనం స్టేట్మెంట్ వన్తో ఆన్సర్ సాల్వ్ చేయగలం, బట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ టూతోని ఆన్సర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయలేం. సో అప్పుడు ఏంటవుతుంది, మనకి ఆప్షన్ ఏ అంటాం. నెక్స్ట్, ఇఫ్ ద డేటా ఇన్ స్టేట్మెంట్ టూ అలోన్ ఆర్ సఫిషియంట్ అండ్ టు ఆన్సర్ ద క్వశ్చన్. ఇక్కడేంటి, స్టేట్మెంట్ టూ అలోన్, స్టేట్మెంట్ టూ అలోన్, బట్ వాట్ అబౌట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ వన్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎ వ్యాలిడ్, దెన్ ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ బి. అంటే ఏంటి, ఆప్షన్ ఏతో మనం ఆన్సర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయలేం. ఆప్షన్ ఏ అంటే స్టేట్మెంట్ వన్తో మనం ఆన్సర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయలేం, బట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ టూతో ఆన్సర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయగలం. అప్పుడు ఏంటో మనం ఆప్షన్ బి అంటాం. దిస్ ఇస్ ద వెరీ డేంజరస్ వన్, ఏదర్ వన్ ఆర్ టూ. మన సిలాజిజం చూసాం, ఏదర్ వన్ ఆర్ టూ కాంప్లిమెంటరీ అని చెప్పి. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్ అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్, బట్ మీనింగ్ సేమ్. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఏదర్ వన్ ఆర్ టూ అనేసరికి అక్కడ మనకి ఏంటంటే అయితే ఫస్ట్ వన్ అని అవ్వచ్చు, లేకపోతే సెకండ్ వన్ అని అవ్వచ్చు. అంటే ఏంటి, స్టేట్మెంట్ వన్ నుంచి మీరు ఆన్సర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసేయగలరు, స్టేట్మెంట్ టూ మీద డిపెండ్ కాకుండా. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం స్టేట్మెంట్ టూ నుంచి ఆన్సర్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయగలరు, అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం స్టేట్మెంట్ వన్ మీద డిపెండ్ కాకుండా. అంటే ఈవెన్ స్టేట్మెంట్ వన్ నుంచి మనం సాల్వ్ చేయగలం, స్టేట్మెంట్ టూ నుంచి కూడా సాల్వ్ చేయగలం ఇండివిజువల్లీ, ఇండిపెండెంట్లీ. దెన్ ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ సి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్? If the data is both statements together are not sufficient, both statements are together are not sufficient, then answer is D. Suppose if you take both statements, then also you didn't get the answer, then what is the answer? Answer is D. And together get needed. What is the difference between third one and fifth one? Third one, even if you solve the question using the statement one only, that's enough. Not depend on the statement two. Even statement two only, that's enough. Not depend on the statement one. Then answer C. But what about this one? You need to solve the question based on the both the statements. And ఏంటి, statement one alone not sufficient, statement two alone not sufficient. So ఈ type of questions ఏవైనా వస్తే మనకు అప్పుడు ఆన్సర్ ఈ అంటాం. ఓకే, టోటల్ 5 ఆప్షన్స్ ఏంటి? ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఏంటి, statement 1 alone sufficient, but statement 2 alone not sufficient, then answer is A. Next, statement 1 alone not sufficient, but statement 2 alone sufficient, then answer is B. Answer C, either you will get the answer from statement 1 or you will get the answer from statement 2, then answer is C. And what is the D? If you take both the statement, then also you didn't get the answer, then answer is D. But what about E? If you want to get the answer from statement 1 alone, it not sufficient. Statement 2 alone not sufficient. Suppose if you take a combination of these two, then only you will get the answer. Okay, then that is answer E. Okay, దీన్ని మనం బేసిస్ గా మనం సాల్వ్ చేస్తాం, రైట్? Okay, next one. Now go to the question. రైట్, నేను మీకు ఏం చెప్పాను, ఏదైనా క్వశ్చన్ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత ఆ క్వశ్చన్కి కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఏంటో ముందు ఐడెంటిఫై చేయండి. ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్న రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ కానీ మీరు ఐడెంటిఫై చేశారంటే యూ విల్ గెట్ ద ఆన్సర్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద క్వశ్చన్ హియర్? వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ హైదరాబాద్ టు విశాఖపట్నం? వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ హైదరాబాద్ టు విశాఖపట్నం? సి, మనకి ఏంటి కావాలి? హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి విశాఖపట్నంకి డిస్టెన్స్ కావాలి. అయితే మనకి స్ట్రైట్ డిస్టెన్స్ అడిగాడా, లేకపోతే లాంగ్ డిస్టెన్స్ అడిగాడా, ఒక సర్క్యులర్ ఫార్మేషన్లో అడిగాడా? ఓకే, అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్లైట్లో అడిగాడా, లేదా బస్సులో అడిగాడా, లేదా బోట్ అడిగాడా? వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈస్, అవన్నీ పక్కన పెట్టండి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్? ద డిస్టెన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ హైదరాబాద్ టు విజయవాడ, దట్ ఈస్ ద 300 కిలోమీటర్స్. అంటే ఇక్కడ హైదరాబాద్ ఉంటే, ఇక్కడ విజయవాడ ఉంటే, ఇక్కడ మన డిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత అన్నాడు? దిస్ ఇస్ ద 300. నెక్స్ట్, ద డిస్టెన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ విజయవాడ టు విశాఖపట్నం, ఇది విఎస్కేపి, దిస్ ఇస్ ద 450 కిలోమీటర్స్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ హైదరాబాద్ టు విశాఖపట్నం? వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ హైదరాబాద్ టు విశాఖపట్నం? దట్ ఈస్ 750. అంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఆన్సర్? ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ బోత్ 1 and 2. అదే చాలా మంది చేస్తారు. ఇక్కడ నేనేమంటానంటే, ఇక్కడ సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ హైదరాబాద్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ విజయవాడ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ విశాఖపట్నం ఉంది. నౌ ఇక్కడ ఏంటవుతుంది మనకి, దిస్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఈజ్ 300, దిస్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఈజ్ 450, అండ్ వాట్ అబౌట్ దిస్ డిస్టెన్స్ విచ్ ఈజ్ లెస్ దెన్ 700 ఆర్ నాట్? We don't know whether the Vijayawada is in between Hyderabad to Visakhapatnam. మన ఆంధ్ర పీపుల్గా తెలంగాణ పీపుల్ తెలుస్తుంది. అదే ఏ పంజాబ్ లోనో లేదా హర్యానాలోనో లేదా సిక్కింలోనో ఎక్కడ ఇచ్చాడు అనుకోండి, ఆ ఊర్లో మనకు తెలుస్తాడు, తెలియదు కదా. సపోజ్ ఇంకో ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాం. ఇక్కడ హైదరాబాద్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ విజయవాడ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ వైజాగ్ ఉండొచ్చు కదా. This is the 300 and this is the 450. Now what is the distance? That equal to 150 or not? ఇక్కడ మనకు కావాల్సిందేంటి, హైదరాబాద్కి విశాఖపట్నంకి ఒక స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ మీద విజయవాడ ఉన్నది అని అంటే దెన్ ఓన్లీ యూ విల్ గెట్ ద ఆన్సర్. Suppose if you take this case, this is the 750. Suppose this one, this is the less than 750. And what about this one? This is the 150. So what is the answer? If you choose both 1 and 2, then also you didn't get the answer. So what is the answer? Answer is neither 1 nor 2. Answer is D. Okay. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే చూడండి, if the given data, even both the statements together are not sufficient to answer the question. So if suppose I go through the first statement and second statement, then also I didn't get the answer. So what is the answer? Answer is option D. Right? Next one. When was Samir born? When was Samir born? అంటే మనకు తెలియాల్సిందేంటి, when was అంటే ఒకటి ఏజ్ తెలియాలి, లేదా కంపేర్ టు ఎనీ అదర్ పర్సన్ అనేది తెలియాలి. అది తెలియకుండా మాత్రం మనకేం తెలియదు. అంటే వెన్ వాజ్ అనేటప్పుడు అండి డేట్, మంత్ అండ్ ఇయర్. సో మనకి రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఏంటి, డేట్, మంత్, ఇయర్. నౌ ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఏంటి, సమీర్ పాస్డ్ అవుట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద యూనివర్సిటీ ఆన్ 22nd బర్త్డే ఆన్ 16th April 1999. Samir passed out the university on his 22nd birthday on 16th April 1999. అంటే ఎప్పుడు పుట్టినట్టు అక్కడ 16th April 1977. వాట్ ఇస్ ద క్వశ్చన్? వెన్ వాజ్ సమీర్ బోర్న్? ఇక్కడ సమీర్ ఎప్పుడు పాస్ అయ్యాడు? 16th April 1999 పాస్ అయ్యాడు. అప్పుడు ఏంటవుతుంది మనకి 22nd బర్త్డే. మరి ఎప్పుడు పుట్టాడు? -22nd, right? So 16th April 1977. So you in the first statement we can say the answer, but statement 2 also important. ఎందుకంటే what is the option C? Either 1 or 2. అంటే you will get the answer from either first statement or the second statement. What is the second one? Samir was older than Sudha by 3 years, who recently celebrated her 18th birthday. Samir older than Sudha by 3 years, who recently celebrated her 18th birthday. అంటే సమీర్కి సుధా కంటే 3 years పెద్దోడు, అంతే కదా. ఎల్డర్ అంటే ఓల్డర్ ఆర్ ఎల్డర్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈస్. అక్కడ ఏంటి, రీసెంట్లీ సెలబ్రేటెడ్ 18th బర్త్డే అంటే 21 years రీసెంట్లీ. అంటే 1 year 1 day బ్యాక్, ఆర్ 2 days బ్యాక్, ఆర్ 3 days బ్యాక్, ఆర్ 1 week బ్యాక్, ఆర్ 1 month బ్యాక్. when we don't know exact answer, if you go through the statement 2. Suppose if you take a statement 1, we clearly know that Samir was born on 16th April 1977. So first statement only correct. What is the first statement? Answer is A. I already explained, only statement 1 follows and B, and if statement 1 and statement 2 is not follows, then answer is A. If statement 1 is not follows and statement 2 is follows, then answer is B. If either 1 or 2, that means 1 individually satisfy the condition, 2 individually satisfy the condition, then answer is C. If both are taken not together, if both are taken together, even though you didn't get the answer, then answer is D. If using both 1 and 2, then answer is E, right? Next, how is M related to P? See, the data sufficiency in blood relations is very, very, very dangerous. Why? Because మన ఏంటి బ్లడ్ రిలేషన్స్ 3 క్వశ్చన్స్ చేసాం. 3 క్వశ్చన్స్ లో మెయిన్ కావాల్సింది ఏంటి? వి మస్ట్ నో ద సెక్స్ ఆఫ్ ద పర్సన్. ఓకే, హౌ ఈస్ ఎం రిలేటెడ్ టు పి అంటే మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి? వి మస్ట్ నో ద సెక్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎం అన్లెస్ కజిన్. కజిన్ అయితే మనకు అవసరం లేదు. కజిన్ కాకుండా ఇంకే రిలేషన్ అయినా సరే వి మస్ట్ నో ద సెక్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎం. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ డేటా. వాట్ ఇస్ ద క్వశ్చన్? ఎం సిస్టర్ ఈజ్ మ్యారీడ్ టు ఆర్. ఎం సిస్టర్, we don't know. Let us take X. X is the sister of M. What is the sex of X? That is equal to female. M is the sister of X. M's sister is married to R. So X is married to R. What is the sex of R? R must be a male person. ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా సరే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ ఉంటే మీకు బ్లడ్ రిలేషన్స్ 1లో మీరు చూసారంటే నేను బ్లడ్ రిలేషన్ చాలా క్లియర్గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్. సో హౌ ఈజ్ ఎం రిలేటెడ్ టు పి? ఇక్కడ పి అనే పర్సన్ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారా? లేదు. మనకి ఎం సెక్స్ తెలుసా? తెలియదు. సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్? యూజింగ్ ద ఫస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ వి కాంట్ సే. నౌ ఆర్స్ బ్రదర్ ఈజ్ మ్యారీడ్ టు పి సిస్టర్. ఓకే, హియర్ ఆర్స్ బ్రదర్, let us take Y, is married to P's sister. Let us take Z. Okay, let us take R's brother, that is equal to Y, is married to P's sister, so Z is equal to minus. In the first statement, P is not there. In the second statement, M is not there. So you in the first statement, we can't say. You in the second statement, we can't say. Suppose if you take a combination of both 1 and 2, then what happened? What is the first one? M's sister is married to R. M's sister is married to R. What is the second one? So R must be a male person. R's brother, let us take Y, is married to Z's sister, is married to P's sister. Okay, this P. Let us take P. What is the question? How is M related to P? How is M related to P? If you observe, what is the generation gap between M and P? All are in the same generation. If all are in the same generation, then what happened? The generation gap is 0. If the generation gap between two persons is 0, then the possible relations are brother, sister, wife, husband, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and cousin. If you observe, R and X are husband and wife, and Y and Z are husband and wife. Here R and Y are brothers. R and Y are brothers. And here M is a sibling of X and P is a sibling of Z. See, in the same generation, there is no relation. Then what happened? That is cousin or not. That is a cousin. So that means if you take the combination of 1 and 2, we will get the answer as cousin. But the very dangerous part, in many cases, cousin is nothing but you always consider as uncle or aunt's son or daughter. Uncle or aunt, son or daughter. If you observe, M is a brother, R is a brother-in-law of M. R is a brother-in-law of M. And Y is a brother-in-law of P. And what about these two persons? These two persons are siblings. Then how is M related to P? In this is a very long expand relation. So we can't say. Okay, generally 99% cousin, but in this case, we can't say. Why? Because here Y and R are sibling. Okay, and what happened? Here Y is a brother-in-law of P and R is a brother-in-law of P. Okay, so M is a brother-in-law or sister-in-law of R and P is a brother-in-law or sister-in-law of Y. So what happened? These two direct relation is not possible. Even cousin, you always consider as either uncle or aunt, son or daughter. Okay, ikkada inta long relation unte matram మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేయగలం. So what is the answer? Answer is using both 1 and 2. Then also answer is D. Next question. Who secured maximum marks among 6 friends A, B, C, D, E and F? This is a puzzle type. There are 6 members. Who secured the maximum mark? First, what about the requirement? If you want to solve the question, what requirement you need to solve the question? That is important. Okay, what are the requirements? You must know the marks of A to E. That is the first case. And next, you must know the relation among all the 6 members. ఏ ఒక్క పర్సన్ మన రిలేషన్ తెలియకపోయినా సరే we can't say. So we must know the we must know the relation among all the 6 members. Okay, now what is the first question? B secured fewer marks than A and F but not less than C, D, E. What is the first statement? B secured fewer marks, that means less marks than A and F but not less than C, D, E. But not less than CD. That is the first one. What we required? Who is the maximum mark? In the first statement, we said that CDE, here B is the third position. B is exact third position. But what about A and F? We don't know who is the first, who is the second. What about CDE? We don't know the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. So during the first statement, we can't say. Come to the second one. F secured more marks than B, but not as much as A. F secured more marks than B, but not as much as A. That means the F is in between A and B. Suppose if you take the second statement only, here how many persons are there? 6 persons. But in the second statement, we know the relation among only 3 members. Unless until you know the relation among all the 6 members, we can't say. Now, so using first statement, we can't say. Using the second statement, we can't say. Now you can take the combination of 1 and 2. Then what happened? What is the first one? A, F, B. A, F, B is there. C, D, E. What is the second one? A, F, B. Okay, suppose if you take a combination of 1 and 2, you clearly know that A secured maximum marks. That means using both 1 and 2, option E is the correct answer. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మనకి ఆ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ తెలిసిందంటే మాత్రం యూ విల్ గెట్ ద ఆన్సర్ అండి. ఆ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ తెలియకపోతే కష్టం అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్, వాట్ ఈస్ టర్మ్ మీన్స్ ఇన్ ద కోడ్ లాంగ్వేజ్? కోడింగ్ డికోడింగ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఈ మోడల్ కూడా మనం డిస్కస్ చేసాం కోడింగ్ డికోడింగ్ పార్ట్లో. నెక్స్ట్, ఇక్కడ మనకి అప్పుడు ఏం చెప్పాను మీకు, ఎక్కడైనా సరే ఇలాగ వర్డ్ కానీ ఉన్నది అని చెప్పేసి అంటే దాని రెస్పెక్టివ్ సెంటెన్సెస్ ఏంటి ఐడెంటిఫై చేయండి. నెక్స్ట్, ఆ వర్డ్ ఏ సెంటెన్సెస్లో ఉందో ఐడెంటిఫై చేయండి. హియర్ term means in the first statement only. Here in the first statement, pa, ta, ja, here 3 words are there. Over and above 3 words are there. So we don't know pa related to over, or ta related to and ja related to above, etc, etc, etc. And suppose if you take the second one, ka, ha, ka, pa means come and here, come over here in the code language. Okay, suppose if you take the second one, in the second one, ta is not exist. Now, suppose if you take the first one and the second one, ta is in the first statement only. Now you go to the first word, that is pa, is in the first and second sentence also. And what about ja? Is in the first statement only. Here, ta and ja, 2 words are there in the first sentence or first statement only. Okay, so here over is related to pa and above. So which word is code for term? And or above? We don't know. Suppose if you take a combination of 1 and 2, then also we can't say. So what is the answer? Neither 1 nor 2. Answer is D, which is required answer. Next one. In a row of 5 boys, A, B, C, D, and E, who is standing in the middle? Who is standing in the middle? ఇక మనం తెలియాల్సిందేంటి? We must know the relation among these 5 persons. Okay. Now, D is immediate right of E. D is immediate right of E. And B is to the immediate left of E. D is immediate right of E. And B is immediate left of E. Here A, B, C, D, and E, 5 persons are there. In the first statement, we know the relation among only 3 members. But we must know the relation among 5 members. So, in the first statement, we can't say. Now, what is the second one? B is extreme left of the row. B is extreme left of the row. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. If B is extreme left of O, D is immediate right of E, and B is immediate left of E. So, this place is occupied by E, and this place is occupied by D. And what about these two? Here A or C. Here C or A. What is the question? Who is in the middle? So what is the answer? Answer is D. When will you get the answer? If you go through the first statement and second statement, then only you will get the answer. Right? So suppose in this case, who is standing in the 4th position? We can't say. Who is standing in the 6th position, 5th position? We can't say. So what is the answer? Answer D. Sorry, answer D. So what is the answer? Using both 1 and 2. So option E is the correct answer. What is the answer? Answer is D. What is the option? Option is E. Why? Because we get the answer using 1 and 2. Next question. How is P related to Q? What is the main requirement? We must know the sex of P. What is the next requirement? We know the relation between P and Q. Okay. J has 2 daughters. One of them R is married to P. J has 2 daughters. One of them is married. One of them R is married to P. R is a sister and P is a male person. What is the question? How is P related to Q? Suppose if you go to the first statement, Q is not exist. Leave it. Next, Q is the mother of S. Q is the mother of S. Younger sister of R. Younger sister of R. That's enough. Only second. Suppose if you go to the first statement only, what happened? P is there, but Q is not there. Suppose if you go to the second statement only, Q is there, but P is not there. Suppose if you take the combination of 1 and 2, then what happened? Here S and here R, and here this is equal to Q. Q is a male person. If Q is a male person, J must be a female person. J and Q R is a couple, and P. What about the P? Here R is married to P. Okay. So how is P related to Q? Daughter's husband. What is the daughter's husband? Son-in-law. When will you get the answer as a son-in-law? If you take the combination of 1 and 2, then only you will get the answer. So what is the answer? Option E is the correct answer. That's it. Next, who among A, B, C, D, and E is the tallest? Who among A, B, C, D, and E is the tallest? In తెలియాలి? We must know the relation among A, B, C, D, E. First one, B is taller than C, A and E, but shorter than D. What is the first one? B is taller than C, A, E, but shorter than D. How many persons are there? 5 persons. In the first statement, You clearly mention who is the tallest person. D is the tallest person. Now you check the second one also. Why? Because in the first statement only you will get the answer. In the same way, suppose if you get the answer in the second statement only, then what happened? The answer must be from either 1 or 2. Okay. A, C, B, A are shorter than D. C, B, A are shorter than D, but taller than E. Then what happened? In the second statement also, we know that the tallest person, that is D. That means either 1 or 2, you will get the answer. Either 1 or 2. So what is the answer? Option C is the correct answer. Next, A, B, C, D, E seated around a circular table facing center. Who is immediate right of B? ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ మీకు ఏంటంటే నేను సీటింగ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్లో చెప్పాను. సీటింగ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్లో లీనియర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ అండ్ సర్క్యులర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ అని ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, అందులో సర్క్యులర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ కాన్సెప్ట్లో మీకు క్లాక్ వే డైరెక్షన్ ఏంటి, యాంటీ క్లాక్ వే డైరెక్షన్ ఏంటి, అదంతా చెప్తాను. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ కూడా నేను మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. టోటల్ 5 మెంబర్స్ కదా. వన్ సర్కిల్ ఈస్ దర్ లైక్ దిస్. Let us consider that is a circle. Okay, I don't know whether that is a brinjal or etc. Brinjal or potato or etc. I am very weak in diagrams. Okay, total 5 members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We must know the relation among these 5 members. First one, D is between A and E. D is between A and E. Either this is the possible or this is the possible. C is between B and F. C is between B and F in the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C is between B and F. Now, who is immediate right of B? Suppose B is here, we don't know this person. Suppose B is here, C is the immediate right of B. What about this case? Here, suppose B or C, yes, C or B. Suppose B is here, immediate right of B is either E or A. Suppose B is here, the immediate right of B is C. Here, 2 different answers are there. We need to find the exact answer. But here 2 different answers. Here, suppose if you have 2 different answers, then what happened? Answer is neither 1 nor 2. That means you didn't get the answer from either 1 or 2. So what is the answer? Option D is the correct answer. Next question. How is the Dr. P.K. Roy is related to Rahul Roy? What is the basic requirement? Whether P.K. Roy is a male or female. Okay. What is P.K. Roy? We don't know. So, unless until you know the sex of any person, we can't say. Okay. Now, how is Dr. P.K. Roy is related to Rahul Roy? Rahul Roy is son of late Budhya Roy. Rahul Roy is a son of late Budhya Roy, who was a cousin of Dr. P.K. Roy. What is the cousin? Either uncle or aunt's son or daughter. What is the question? How is Dr. P.K. Roy related to Rahul Roy? Here we know that P.K. Roy is a cousin of Budhya Roy. And what about P.K. Roy? Either uncle or aunt of Rahul Roy. Okay, suppose P.K. Roy is a male person, then P.K. Roy is the uncle of Rahul Roy. Suppose P.K. Roy is a female person, then P.K. Roy is the aunt of Rahul Roy. So, using the first statement, we can't say. Now, go to the second one. Munnu, the son of Dr. P.K. Roy, is the brother of B.P. Roy. Here, P.K. Roy is a brother of B.P. Roy, who is the father of Rahul Roy. See, Munnu, the son of Dr. P.K. Roy, is the brother of B.P. Roy, who is the father of Rahul Roy. In the second one, we know that here P.K. Roy is a male person, and PK Roy is a sibling of BP Roy, and BP Roy is a father of Rahul Roy. Then what happened? Father's brother is uncle or not? Father's brother is uncle. When will you get the answer? In the second statement only you will get the answer. Okay, here no need to depend on the statement 1. Here if you want to get the answer, statement 2 is enough. So what is the answer? Option B is the correct answer. Next one. Which company's bike driven by Vijay Prakash while going to Dimna, a tourist place of Jamshedpur, with his friends? Which company's bike was driven by Vijay Prakash while going to Dimna, a tourist place of Jamshedpur, with his friends? That is the question. Okay. Now, which company's bike was driven by Vijay Prakash? Here we must know how many friends are there. Next, how many bikes are there? Next, each and every bike driven by whom? Next, the most important point is how many persons are there in that bike. 1 person or 2 persons or 3 persons, whatever it is. If you know these points, you will get the answer. Now you try to find out which statement satisfy all these our requirements. Okay, now what is the first one? There were 4 bikes. 4 bikes: Suzuki Samurai, Hero Honda, Kawasaki Champion, and Yamaha. Among 6 friends, and not more than 2 persons are sit on the bike. Suppose if you go to the first statement only, we know that number of bikes, only 4 bikes are there, and we know the names of bikes, and next we know that there are 6 members. So how to solve this? We can't say. Okay, so first use the first statement, we can't say. Now come to the second one. Anand and Sunil were on Suzuki Samurai. Anand and Sunil on Suzuki Samurai. Vijay was not on Hero Honda. Vijay was not on Hero Honda. Amit alone, that is the Yamaha. And remaining Hero Honda and Yamaha. And next Kawasaki. Okay, not more than 2 persons sit on a bike. So Anand and Sunil, this is over. Next, Vijay not on Hero Honda, Amit alone. Amit alone. Vijay was not on Hero Honda. So what about Vijay? Vijay must be on Kawasaki or not. What is the question? Which company's bike driven by Vijay Prakash? So what happened? In the second statement, you will get the answer as Vijay driving on Kawasaki. But how many bikes are there? What are the names of bikes? What about the conditions? All these are all in the statement 1 only. Unless until you know the statement 1, we can't say. Why? Because what are the requirements? We must know the number of bikes. We must know the number of persons. We must know the bike is driven by whom? The person to which bike? Okay, so that means in the first statement, you know the number of bikes and the number of persons and the types of bikes. And second one, you know the person to bike relation. So you must go to the first statement and second statement, then only you will get the answer. That means both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2. So what is the answer? Answer is E. That is the answer. Right? Next. How many boys were smaller than Rupam in her class? How many boys were smaller than Rupam in her class? Explanation. Tallest, next shortest, next heaviest, lightest, okay, fastest, slowest, etc. So all these questions are come under the comparison. Okay, now what is the first one? Here what we require? We require the total number of boys in Rupam's class. Next, we must know whether the class contains girls are there or not. And next we must know రూపం is a boy or girl. అంటే ఆ క్లాస్ లో ఓన్లీ అందరూ బాయ్స్ ఉన్నారా, లేకపోతే కో ఎడ్యుకేషన్ బాయ్స్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్. నెక్స్ట్ రూపం బాయ్ గర్ల్. This is important. Okay, now first one, when the students of Rupam's class are ranked ascending order of their height, Rupam's rank is 15th from top among all the students and 6th among the girls. So what is the meaning of that statement? రూపం క్లాస్ లో అందరూ అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ లో నించుంటే రూపం ర్యాంక్ ఏంటి 15th ర్యాంక్, బట్ అమాంగ్ ద గర్ల్స్ దట్ ఈస్ 6th. సో రూపం ఈస్ బాయ్ ఆర్ గర్ల్, must be girl or not. Okay, now here rupam, so there are 14 members. Rupam, this is the 15th member, all are 14. And next, among the girls 10, sorry, among the girls 6th. Rupam is also a girl, right? So how many girls are there? Suppose if you subtract Rupam's position from this place, 14 students are there. On these 4 students, 5 students are girls, right? Why? Because here Rupam is 6th among the girls. So 5 are girls and remaining 9 are boys. Now, what is the question? How many boys were smaller than Rupam? In this case, we know that there are 9 boys are taller than Rupam. But what we required? Smaller than Rupam. Suppose if you want to find the smaller than Rupam, you need to know the total strength. Suppose if you don't know the total strength, we can't say. Now, come to the case. Second one, Rupam's rank from the bottom on the basis of height among the girls is 12th. Rupam and 12th girls and 31st. So 30 boys are there. 30 students are there. And what is the rank? That is equal to 12. That means of these 30 members, boys and girls, here Rupam is a girl. So 11 members are girls. Remaining 19 members are boys or not. What is the position of these 19 boys after Rupam or not? What is the question? How many boys are smaller than Rupam? That means that there are 19 boys are smaller than Rupam. So what is the answer? Using the second statement only, you will get the answer. So what is the answer? Answer is option B. Next one. 6 friends A, B, C, D, E, and F are standing in a row facing north. Who is standing second from the extreme left? This is a combination of sitting arrangement and directions. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, and F are standing in a row facing north. Who is standing second from the extreme left? Okay, now come what we require. Here we know the total 6 members, and what we must know, we require the second from the extreme left. That means we must know the relation among all these 6 members. Right. First one, only A is between E and C. We don't know. Next, F is to the immediate right of B. So 5 members are over. Total of 6 members are there. Okay, A, B, C, D. Where is D? We don't know. What is the question? Second from the extreme left. Okay, here only A is between. We don't know what is the position of E or C. Second one, F is between B and A. F is between B and A. Now what happened? Suppose if you take only second one, here only 3 persons are there. Okay, A, B, F. And suppose the first one, A, B, C, E, F. What about D? Suppose if you take the first statement or second statement, we can't say. Right? So what happened? If you take the combination of both 1 and 2, then also you didn't get the answer. So what is the answer? Option D is the correct answer. That's it. Next, how many daughters does Lata have? How many daughters does Lata have? What we require? Relation only. Okay. Here, in this case, no need to find whether Lata is a male or female. Why? Because we require the how many girls does Lata have? Okay. What is the first one? Asha's father has 3 children. Asha's father has 3 children, including Asha. How many daughters? 3. We don't know. So in the first statement, we can't say. Come, what is the second one? Suman is Anu's sister. Suman is Anu's sister and the daughter of Lata. This is Asha. This is Anu. There is no relation between the Anu and Asha. Okay. And suppose this is the Lata. Yes, Suman is Anu's sister. That's okay. What about Anu? Male or female? కొంతమంది చెప్పచ్చు సార్ అను కదండి అనుపమ అన్నపూర్ణ ఏం సార్ నేను చెప్పచ్చు అనుపమ కూడా ఉంటారు కదా ఓకే సో మేల్ ఆర్ ఫీమేల్ అని మనకు తెలియదు Now what happened? Suppose if you take the combination of 1 and 2, then also you didn't get the answer. So what is the answer? Option D is the correct answer. Right? Next one. How is X related to Y? మనకు కావాల్సిందండి we must know the sex of X and the relation between X and Y. What is the first one? Y is the daughter-in-law of A. Y is the daughter-in-law of A. We don't know this person. How to get daughter-in-law? Son's wife. Okay. So we don't know who is the son of A. Leave it. So in the first statement, we can't say. Now, suppose come to the statement 2. X is only son of A. X is only son of A. What is the question? How is X related to Y? X is only son of Y. That means X is only son of A. That means let us take X is here. Is it possible or not? Why? Because Y is a daughter-in-law of A. In the first statement only we can't say. In the second statement only we can't say. Suppose if you take a combination of 1 and 2, then what happened? X is a husband of Y. What is the question? How is X related to Y? Using the first and the second, then only you will get the answer. So what is the answer? Option E is the correct answer. Right? Next one. When did Amit join the office? When did Amit join the office? That is the question. Now, 4 months after Amit joined the office, his younger brother joined another office in 1st, 2nd June 2000. Now, first, what we required? How to solve the question? The requirements. When did Amit join the office? So we must know the date only. Okay, other than that data we can't, we are not required. Okay, what is the first one? 4 months after, 4 months after Amit joined. 4 months after Amit joined the office, younger brother joined another office in 1st, 6th, 2000. See, 4 months after Amit joined the office, his younger brother joined another office in 1st, 6th, 2000. Minus 4. That what happened? 1, 6, 1996. Is it valid? Yes? 4 months after kada. That means 1/02/2000. What is the question? When did Amit join the office, right? So when did Amit join office? 1st February 2000. Okay, why? Because 4 months after Amit joined, his younger brother joined another office in 1st, 2nd, 2000. So in the first statement, we can say. What is the second one? Amit joined the office 8 months after celebrating his last birthday. When was his last birthday? January or February or March or April or May or June or July or August or September or October or November or December? We don't know. Okay, so in the statement 1 only, you will get the answer. So what is the answer? Option A is the correct answer. That's it. Is it clear? జాగ్రత్తగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఇట్స్ వెరీ సింపుల్ అమ్మా. ఆ క్వశ్చన్ మీరు చేయాలంటే ఆ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఐడెంటిఫై చేయండి. రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఐడెంటిఫై దట్స్ ఎనఫ్. నెక్స్ట్, హూ అమాంగ్ Avinash, Sudhir, Ramakant, Krishna, Govind are the shortest? This is a comparison. This topic is comparison. I already explained. Okay. We must know the relation among these 5 members, so as usual. Okay. Next, Ramakant is shorter than Sudhir and Avinash, but taller than Krishna and Govind. Here, Ramakant is shorter than Sudhir and Avinash, and next but taller than Krishna and Govind. What is the question? Who is the shortest? Suppose if you go to the first statement only, we can't say the relation between Krishna and Govind. So in the first statement, we can't say. Now come to the second one. Govind is taller than Krishna, but shorter than Avinash. Here, Govind is taller than Krishna, but shorter than Avinash. Sudhir, Avinash, Sudhir and Ramakant. What is the question? Who among the shortest? Who among the shortest? So what happened? In the second statement only, we can say that Krishna is the shortest among all the 5 members. Suppose if you take the first statement, then what happened? Here Krishna and Govind. We don't know the relation between Krishna and Govind. So in the first statement, we can't say. So in the second statement only, we can't say. So we can say. So what is the answer? Option B is the correct answer. Right? What is the answer? Option B. That's it. Next one. How is grateful in the certain code language? Coding decoding. ఓకే, ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే ఒక్కసారి మళ్ళీ కోడ్ డికోడింగ్ కాన్సెప్ట్కి వెళ్ళండి. ఇన్ ద సేమ్ కోడ్ లాంగ్వేజ్, రిమ్ సిన్ టిప్ మీన్స్ ఐ am grateful. Mirpit sin means he is grateful. What we require? Grateful. See, suppose if you want to find the code of grateful, you must find grateful is exist in which of the statements. Okay, here grateful is there and here also grateful is there. Now you observe any other word is common in these 2 statements. I am grateful, he is grateful. There is no common term in these 2 statements. So the code is also common in both the statements or not? What is the common? Rim, sin, tip, pin, sip, mir, pit, sin. So what happened? Sin is the common in both the statements. Okay, sin is common in both the in both the sentences in the statement 1, not both the statements. What is the second one? So you in the first statement we can see. Now come to the second one. Sin pur rule means you have a grateful. If you take the second one, then what happened? Only single sentence. What is the code for you? Any one of sin pur rule. What is the code of have? Any one of sin pur rule. What is the code for grateful? Any one of sin pur rule. Now in the second statement we can't say. Suppose if you take the statement 1 alone, you will get the answer. So what is the answer? 1 only. Option A is the correct answer. That's it. Next one. 5 persons are seated on a circular table. Who will be the seated between Ram and Geeta? Seating arrangement concept. Okay. Now circular. Five persons. Okay. Next, we must know the relation. Ram will be seated on the right of Vinay, on the left of Kamal. Ram will be right of Vinay. Next, and on the left of Kamal. Ram is left of Kamal and right of Vinay. ఇక చూడండి, లెఫ్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి, రైట్ అంటే ఏంటి, అది మాత్రం కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వద్దు. ఒక్కసారి మీ సీటింగ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ టాపిక్ వెళ్ళారంటే మాత్రం మీకు మొత్తం క్లియర్ పిక్చర్ వస్తుంది. లెఫ్ట్ అంటే ఎలా చేయాలి, రైట్ అంటే ఎలా చేయాలి అని చెప్పి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్. In the first step, what is the question? Who will be seated between Ram and Geeta? We hear Ram is there. Where is Geeta? Geeta is in this place or in this place. Suppose Geeta is here. Then what happened? Here Vinay is in between Ram and Geeta. Suppose Geeta is here. Then Kamal is in between Ram and Geeta. We don't know. Now, what is the next one? There will be two persons seated between Vijay and Kamal. Here we know that there are two persons in between Vijay and Kamal. Suppose if you take the combination of both 1 and 2. In the second statement only we can't say. Why? Because there will be two persons seated between Vinay and Kamal. Then what about the Ram? Ram is in between Vinay and Kamal. But what is the question? Ram and Geeta. We know the position of Ram. Why? Because Ram is in between Kamal and Vinay. Vinay, right? Yes. And what about Geeta? We don't know either of this place or this place. So what happened? If you choose both 1 and 2, then also we can't say. So what is the answer? Answer is neither 1 nor 2. Answer is D, which is required answer. Is it clear? Next, comparison. Who is the tallest among them? Who is the tallest among them? Chandan is taller than Pankaj, who is as tall as Kanchan. Chandan is taller than Pankaj, who is as tall as Kanchan. That means Kanchan and Pankaj both are same. And Chandan is taller than these two persons. Who is the tallest? Who is the tallest among these three persons? Chandan is the tallest, that's enough. Right? Next, why? Because the difference between previous case and this case, in the previous case, the question itself, the person names mentioned. But what about this case? We don't know how many persons are there. Suppose if you take the first statement, in the first statement, 3 students are there. Of these 3 students, Chandan is the tallest person. Now, so in the first statement, we can say, right? Now, come to the second one. Sorry. Come to the second one. Kanchan is shorter than Ranjan. Kanchan is shorter than Ranjan. Who tallest between these two persons? Ranjan. So, if you take the first statement, you can say the answer. In the second statement, you can say the answer. That means either 1 or 2. So, answer is C. Option C is a very dangerous part. Either 1 or 2. Right? Just a moment. Right. Which city has the lowest population? See, we don't know how many cities are there. Okay. And why? Because a question itself, there is no city names or city population, nothing mentioned. Now, directly go to the first statement. Bareilly has 20 lakh population, which is less population of Benares. Suppose if you take the first statement, Bareilly has a 20 lakh population, which is less than the population of Banaras. Which city is the lowest population? Bareilly or not? Bareilly or not? Why? Because in the statement itself, the number of cities are not mentioned. The names of cities also not mentioned. So directly go to the statement 1, Bareilly. What is the second one? Patna has a population equal to Banaras, Patna and Banaras, and more than that of Allahabad. Suppose if you take the second statement, which city has the lowest population? That is the Allahabad or not? Suppose if you choose the first statement, Bareilly is the lowest population. Suppose if you choose the second statement, Allahabad is the lowest population. That means if you take either first statement, you'll get the answer. If it is the second statement, you will get the answer. Suppose the city names are mentioned in the question itself, then we will more focus on that data. Then what I will say, very simple, either 1 or 2. So what is the answer? Option C is the correct answer. Next one, which product has the largest sale? This is the same like that. In the question itself, names are not mentioned. Okay, question says names are not mentioned. Now, the sale of Synthol soap much below than the Dettol soap. Synthol is much below than Dettol soap, but higher than the Liril soap. In these three soaps, among these three, which soap has the largest sale? That is equal to delta or not. Dettol or not. So first statement is satisfied. Now, what is the second one? Pierce soap is a larger sale than the Cuss soap. Pierce, Cuss, but not higher than that of Dettol soap. So in the second statement also, we can say the answer. That means either 1 or 2. So what is the answer? Option C is the correct answer. Right? Next, what is the cost of flooring room? Suppose if you want to find the cost of flooring room, the major requirements are you need to know the area of the room, area of the floor, and next cost of the SFT or a square kilometer, whatever it is. Suppose if you want to find the area, you need to know whether that is a square or rectangle or circle or triangle, whatever it is. Generally, rooms are in the square or rectangle format, but we don't know. Now, come to the first one. The length and the breadth of the room are 9 and 6 meters respectively. In the first statement, we know that is a rectangular format, and we know the area. What we required? What is the cost of flooring room? Suppose if you want to find the cost, you must know the price of SFT or meter. Why? Because here clearly mentioned meter. The cost of the tile is 6 rupees per centimeter square. Using the first statement, we know the area. In the second statement, we know the cost. That means the combination of 1 and 2 are not. So what is the answer? Both 1 and 2. Answer is E, which is required answer. Is it clear? Next example. What is the position of Chandra's class? Suppose if you want to find the position of Chandra's class, you must know the total strength. That is very, very important. And next, how many students are more intelligent than Chandra, or how many students are less than Chandra, whatever it is. And you must know what is the position based on the marks, or based on the height, or based on the weight, or based on the color, whatever it is. You must know the exact data. Right? Now, what is the first one? There are 40 students in the class, and of which 14 are girls. In the first statement, we know that there are 40 students and 14 are girls. So remaining 26 are boys. What about Chandra, boy or girl? That is important. Okay, now second one. There are 4 girls above Chandra, whereas the last year no girl was above him. So if we take the second one, you know that Chandra is a male person. Why? Because no girl were above him. Suppose if you take, what is the first one? There are 4 girls above Chandra. There are 4 girls above Chandra. Last year, no girl was above him. There are 4 girls above Chandra. Suppose if you take a combination of 1 and 2, Chandra is a male person. How many boys are above Chandra? Or how many boys are below Chandra? If you know that point, you will get the answer. But what happened? No. So if you take both 1 and 2, then also you didn't get the answer. So what is the answer? Option D is the correct answer. C. In this case, who among Vinod, Krishna, Shakib, Nalin, and Govind shortest? Question itself, all the 5 members' names are there. Okay, so here in the data also, the relation among these 5 members are required. What is the first one? Nalin is taller than Shakib. Nalin is taller than Shakib and Krishna, but not as tall as Govinda. Here, how many members are there? Vinod. But in the first statement, we don't know the relation between Vinod and the remaining 4 persons. So in the first statement, we can't see. What is the second one? Govind is taller than Vinod. Vinod or Vinod, whatever it is. What is the question? Who among the shortest? Who among the shortest? In the second statement, we know the relation between the only Govind and Vinod. Suppose if you take a combination of 1 and 2, then what happened? The position of Vinod is any one here. First of all, we don't know the relation between the S and K. That means Shakib and Nalin. Suppose Vinod is also there. We don't know the relation among these 3 persons. Unless until you know the clear data, answer is can't say. So what happened? Neither 1 nor 2. Answer is D, which is required answer. Right? Next one. Which word in the code language means they? Which word in the code language means they? I already told you that suppose if you have 2 statements, the of the 2 statements, they is there or not. You need to observe. Okay. Ras park clean means I have pens. Park Ras tap means they have pens. If you observe, in the first one, have pens common in 2 statements. And they is a single word in the second statement. That means the code of they also single in the second statement. Here, Ras is in the first and the second. And Park is the first and second one. What about the tap? In the second statement only, second sentence only. That means in the first statement, you will get the answer as the code for they is tap. But you need to check the second one also. Keep Ras ton means boys have cow, and sin tap Ras means they have egg. See, have is common. But they and egg, these 2 are different words. And here also, keep Ras ton. Here, Ras is the common in first and second. Now, what is the code for they? Either sin or tap? We don't know. You in this first statement only, you will get the answer. What about the second statement? You didn't get the answer. So what is the answer? Answer is option A. That's it. Next one. How is S related to A? Blood relations. So what are the major requirements? You must know the sex of S and then the relation between A and S. Okay, what is the first one? H is a father of M who has 2 children, namely S and A. H has a father. H is the father of M who has 2 children, namely S and A. S and A. How is S related to A? S is a sibling of A in the first statement. But brother or sister? We don't know. Now go to the second one. E has a nephew. E has a nephew, namely A. What about nephew? Either sibling son or cousin son. Okay. And a brother M. E has a nephew A, namely A. And a brother M who has only 1 daughter, namely S. How is S related to A? Now, what happened? S is a daughter of M. M is a sibling of A, sibling daughter. What is the sibling daughter? That is a niece. In the second statement only you will get the answer. So what is the answer? Option B is the correct answer. Okay. C. బ్లడ్ రిలేషన్ చాలా డేంజర్. ఏంటంటే మనకి కంపల్సరీ సెక్స్ తెలియాలి, రిలేషన్ కూడా తెలియాలి. రైట్? నెక్స్ట్ వన్. Who is to the immediate left of B among 5 persons A, B, C, D, and E? Okay, now sitting arrangement. C is third to the left of B. B, first left, second left, and third left. D is second to the right of C. So D must be here. What is the question? Who is immediate left of B of 5 persons? Okay, so first statement itself, we can say that D is immediate left of B. Now, second one, A is the only person between C and D. A is only person between C and D. And next is third to the left of E. 1, 2, first left, second left, and third left, and this is equal to E. First left, second left, third left. Okay. Now, what happened? Only B is there. Where is B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this, if you take the second one, what happened? A small ambiguity in between D and C. We don't know. But in the first statement, we can say. So what is the answer? Only one follows. Option A is the correct answer. Next, directions. M is in which direction with respect to N? What is the first one? P is the south of N. P is the south of N. R is to the east of P. What is the question? M is in which direction with respect to N? In the first statement, we can't say. Now come to the second one. N is to the east of K. N is to the east of K. Just a moment. N is east of K, not east of E, right? N is the east of K. Next, M is the north of K. In the second statement, we know the relation among M, K, and N. What is the question? M is in which direction with respect to N? Now, starting from N and moves towards N, what about this direction? This direction is northeast or not? If you choose the second statement, you, you will get the answer. So what is the answer? Only 2 follows. So answer is B. Next question. A committee consists of politicians, social workers, and teachers. Which of them most numerous? Which of them most numerous? There are 2/5 of many, 2/5 as many social workers than the politicians. First statements. Politicians, let us take X. And what is the social workers? X plus 2x by 5. 2/5 as many social workers as their politicians. We don't know. Next, there are 3/7 as many politicians as there are teachers. In the first one, here politician, let us take social workers is equal to X, politicians is equal to Y, and next teachers is equal to Z, suppose. Now, what is the question? Most numerous. Suppose if you want to find the answer, you must know the total number. Unless until you know the total number, we can't say. Why? Because there are 3 variables. Okay. Here, suppose if you choose either statement 1 or statement 2, in any of these 2 statements, the total number is exist. No. So what happened? Answer is neither 1 nor 2. Nothing to worry about the 2/5, 7, 3/7, or etc. 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 Right? Yeah. This is about the data sufficiency part 1. In the part 2, we will discuss some more questions. Thank you, one and all. We'll meet again in the next video.